Get Alisa Echo Shards for free 50 shards in the Dormitory Dispatch mission. 50 shards cost 100,000 dorm tokens or take 2 weeks from scratch. To SSS, just pull 1 copy plus PPC 1 copy plus Dormitory 50 shards plus Battle Pass Shop 40 shards. Free Alisa Echo SFX coding by completing the event in-game of the Ever-Glowing Justice version. Core Passive. Old Basic. Ping Mantra Orb. Tip: don't move or dodge during this period, otherwise she exits the core passive. This is something that can make you annoyed while playing her. After consumed all Mantra Orb, Echo activates Judgment Zone that lasts for 8 seconds plus rearranges Orb and heals allies. Allies healed increases physical damage by 10% for 8 seconds. Echo can heal by QTE and ping Blue Orb as well. This is how she buffs her teammates, just like the other amplifier classes. String gauge begins to decrease, spam 3 ping quickly before it run out. Tapping dodge inside Judgment Zone triggers Keen Archery, dealing 80% physical damage. Next press 3 ping 3 times. Basically, 3 ping 2 times can fill bow gauge, and the last 3 ping will trigger Requiescat imprisoning and pulling in enemies. Soul Shatter Mark. SSS gains Soul Shatter Mark when enter the field. SS3 and lower gain Soul Shatter Mark after perform ultimate. Soul Shatter. Ping an orb that matches the color of a Mantra Orb. Consume Soul Shatter Mark, Echo leaps and fires at the target. Soul Shatter and Requiescat always consume 1 orb, even if you press 3 orbs. For SS3 and lower, as you don't have Soul Shatter Mark in the first rotation, just skip this step. For SS3 and lower, as you can't perform Soul Shatter in the first rotation, you might find that you don't have enough energy to use ultimate. Just ping the orb a little bit more to fill up the missing energy, and then you can press ultimate. After using the ultimate, you gain a Soul Shatter Mark. Basically, you can perform Soul Shatter again if the Judgment Zone has not expired yet. However, since the Stigmata cooldown has finished, it's better to swap out. In the next rotation, just repeat everything mentioned above. It should work for SS3 and lower as well because you now have a Soul Shatter Mark. From what I have explained, this is the playstyle for SSS rank. However, if your rank are SS3 or lower and are confused about how to play, just remember to use Soul Shatter after the ultimate in every rotation. It's as simple as that. And here is a gameplay example in the Warzone with Echo and Stigmata SSS. If you don't understand the Stigmata rotation, you can refer to my previous video by clicking the link at the top right. Rank Skill Explain. S, minimum requirement and better than Luminance S. With just a single QTE tap, you will gain a 100% crit rate, so no more crit mauled. I want to assure you that S is good enough for casual, non-competitive gameplay. So, you don't need to worry about what I'm going to say next, as it is just from the perspective of a competitive player. SS3. When Echo is switched out, CC remains on the field and continues to attack enemies. CC gains 100% extra damage. This skill is just decent in my opinion. Basically, SS3's skill for the free amplifier class sucks quite a bit because Kuro wants you to aim for S. As a competitive player, I would say that every free unit in this game is only competitively viable at S. SSS0. Amplifier class effect increases by 100%. Gain 30 point of bow gauge and soul shatter mark every time she enters the field. Base damage of soul shatter increases by 50%. Minimum requirement for competitive. SSS 3. Extra damage bonus of Heaven Light Edge or Ultimate increases by 30%. SSS 6. Extra damage bonus of 3 pings and Mantra Orb skills increases by 50%. SSS Plus. Extra damage bonus of Requiescat and Soul Shatter increases by 30%. In my opinion, after SSS 0, there isn't anything particularly impactful. If you are a competitive player, you should stop at SSS 0 because it's sufficient. Since it's a free support character, we shouldn't expect anything too high. Memory Resonance. S to SSS Plus. 4 Signa 2 Da Vinci. Usage. Warzone. Pain Cage. Resonance. Top. Attack and crit. Bottom. Class passive. 4 Piece. Allies heal by Echo, gain crit damage by 20% and crit rate by 75% for 8 seconds. Requiescat and Soul Shatter increases by 100%. Echo can heal or buff by QTE, activate Judgment Zone, and ping Blue Orb. This is her Ultima Awakening set. The second set is her QT support set, mainly used in Pain Cage, and it is not a priority. This build is used with Rosetta 4 Da Vinci 2 Catherine. Signature Weapons Astrius 6-star. Increases attacker by 10%. The base damage of Ultimate increases by 15%. When the maximum bow gauge gains an orb and a Mantra Orb of the same color. Heal buff now increases physical damage by 20%. Signature weapons are very necessary because they help gain a lot of orbs. Without a signature weapon, you will not be able to play smoothly. Must have. Harmonization Da Vinci and Echo doesn't need deadline timing. The only 5-star bow weapon you can find in the game is the Falcon E3320, which is fairly usable because you don't have any other choice. As for the 6-star Ramiel, Bianca Zero's signature weapon, it's a better option than the Falcon E3320 if you can't get her signature weapon. Combat unit boosters recommend Zhou E. When Echo uses ultimate, crit damage increases by 75%. Upon using Requiescat or Soul Shatter, Zhou E will be summoned to attack the target together, dealing 2,500% physical damage. Lingya, free A-rank combat unit boosters, increase extra damage 8% and Blue Orb for the next character switch-in, best for free-to-play. When Haneying's Solace Tune releases, Echo's damage is undershadowed of her teammates. Hence, using signature combat unit boosters isn't worth total DPS. So Lingya is a better choice for supporting her teammates and is widely used by players on the leaderboard. Recommended team. Stigmata SS3 and higher use 4 Charlotte and 4 Kadi, which is viable until the Chu Shukra patch. After that, it's likely to change due to memory rework. Stay updated. Stigmata SS0 and lower should use Pattern since you can only perform a single rotation. Rosetta is not priority for Harmonize unless you have a lot of resource. I will make a new video for Harmonize guide later. In short, new weapon upgrade system where you can bind 2 sets of memory into your weapon, allowed you can use total 8-piece memory. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful and enjoy playing the game. I used AI voice narration because English isn't my primary language, and I hope it enhances your viewing experience and keeps you from getting too bored. If there are any mistakes, don't bother telling me because I won't fix them. Just kidding. Please share your thoughts on this video in the comments below. Thanks again, and see you next time.